Hey guys, this is Josh F151 Tech back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be talking about my stop to the Verizon store today. So I actually went into the Verizon store today. I was picking up some stuff at Dollar General, like some foodstuffs and stuff like that. And there's a Verizon store, not that far down the road from there. So I just figured, I would stop in, because I saw the 5G home internet, sign out there, them advertising the 5G home internet around here. So I figured I would stop in and see what they say. So the first thing I experienced was, I went in there and I saw all these phones, obviously, it's a cell phone store and all that. But I was, waiting for somebody, to get done. So I was looking around. I saw some, really expensive phones like the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold, the Flip, all the, latest iPhones, Google Pixel phones, all that kind of stuff. So, long story short, so they got done with the person they were, dealing with, helping. So, it was a woman, I didn't really get much of an attitude with her, but, I talked to her and I asked her, I said, it's been telling me, on the website, on the Verizon website, that I'm not actually able to get, Verizon 5G home internet in my area. And I asked her again, I said, do you know why that is? I said, because T-Mobile, can get, 5G home internet in my area. I said, it's not the best. I said, sometimes I have some problems with it, sometimes it's, it goes out, and stuff like that. But, I told her I can at least get 5G home internet with T-Mobile, and she gave me an attitude right off the bat. She said, well, we're not T-Mobile. And I said, well, I said, I kind of made the, quotation marks with my fingers. I kind of shot back at her. I told her, I said, well, I just find that funny. I said, because Verizon, claims to be the so-called, best, nation's best carrier. And I said, it's pretty sad, that I can't get 5G home internet from them. So I asked her, I said, is there any way, that you can, look it up and see, from the store, if that's, actually true that I can't get it in my area. And she asked me where I live, and I said Pedricktown, New Jersey, in South Jersey. Obviously I'm in South Jersey, I'm in, South Jersey, but, I said Pedricktown, New Jersey, around, Pennsgrove area and stuff like that. And she said to me, she said she looked it up and she says, no, she said you can only get the 4G home internet there. And I said, well, can you explain a little bit, more to me why that is? And she told me, she said it's because the 5G is not all the way there yet. Basically like I've been saying, the 5G is not all the way there yet. It's only in certain areas. And it's basically, like carrier specific, if you're going to get it in your area. That's why she told me we're not T-Mobile. So it looks like, T-Mobile has Verizon beat when it comes to 5G, in rural areas. So that's, definitely a good thing, that T-Mobile has Verizon beat with that, because Verizon claims they're the best carrier out there. They always have. They've had, like commercials and stuff. They had a commercial not too many years ago of a guy, out in the middle of nowhere, out in the woods, and it showed, he was still getting cell signal and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of did get an attitude with her, maybe I shouldn't have, but before I left, I said, well, I said, to be honest with you, I said, Verizon, they claim to be the best network out there. I said, it sure as heck doesn't look like it. And I said, they need to really upgrade their towers. I said, that's, pretty sad, and I told her, about my experience with the T-Mobile, with the Verizon, cell phone service. I told her that I only get like one bar in my house, and occasionally I would actually get no signal. I would get like a no signal, with Verizon, and I told her, I don't know why that is. And she said, she basically said the same thing. She said, well, it's the same thing with a phone. She said, you're not going to get, coverage everywhere with a phone. And I said, yeah. I said, but I'm literally right down the road from a tower. Now, I said, I don't know if that's a Verizon tower. I said it most likely is, because they all bundle, most of the time, they all, are on one tower, all, jumbled together. And she said, I don't really know about that, so she really wasn't that helpful, I'll be honest. She really wasn't that helpful. It was, not really the best experience. So I just figured that I would let you guys know about this. That I was actually, hoping that I could test out the 5G for the Verizon. That's why I went in there. I wanted to test it out, test out the 5G home internet. But she told me all I could get is 4G home internet, and I said no. She asked me, she said, do you want me to set you up with that? I said no. I said, because I get 500 to 600 on a download, with T-Mobile 5G home internet. And I said, I know, that 4G, internet is not as fast as 5G, like I said, it is spotty. With the T-Mobile 5G home internet, it is spotty, but at least I can actually get it. Unlike with Verizon, I can't actually get Verizon 5G home internet. She told me that she actually had T-Mobile 5G home internet. The rep there at Verizon, she actually told me that she actually experienced T-Mobile 5G home internet, and she said she actually returned it because she said that she couldn't get a good enough signal. But at least for me, I can get at least a weak signal. Occasionally I do have to restart it, in order to get the signal back. But most of the time, I get 500 to 600 on the download, with the T-Mobile 5G home internet, and that's a lot better, than not being able to get 5G home internet at all, from Verizon. So, that tells me right there, that tells me that Verizon's internet, or their towers, or their, network in general is just not, what it, claims to be, because like I told her, I said, well, that doesn't really, that doesn't really bid well for Verizon, with T-Mobile, giving me 5G home internet and them not allowing me to have 5G home internet. And she did tell me, it's very area specific. The funny thing about it is, though, she actually told me that Verizon was actually the first ones to actually have home internet in general around here. They were the first ones to have the 4G home internet, around here, which I know that was true because I went on T-Mobile's website a few times, and I could get the 4G home internet when they came out with that, for the home internet. But I wasn't really interested in that. I was interested in the 5G home internet because it's faster. And I would go to the Verizon website at that time, and they told me that I could get the 4G home internet from Verizon, for the home internet, in my area, but I couldn't get the 5G. I couldn't get the 4G home internet, for the T-Mobile, which I thought was really weird. But now I can actually get both. I can get the 4G home internet from T-Mobile, obviously, because that's, basically what I have, 4G or 5G, home internet, depending on the, signal strength and stuff, and the weather and all that kind of stuff. Like I've said, that, can play a big role into it. But, my experience, really wasn't the best, when I went in that Verizon store. I'm definitely going to be sticking with T-Mobile 5G home internet. Like I said, it isn't the best, in this area right now, and that's the key word, right now. But it is improving, and she even told me that, she even told me, you can constantly check back, and see if we offer 5G home internet in your area, in the next couple months or years or so. She told me that they should offer it. So, I might give it a try. I might not, that depends on my experience, with the T-Mobile 5G home internet. I've had T-Mobile 5G home internet for 2.5 years now. So I'm not gonna, really jump ship or anything, until I find something, either better, or around the price range, that I want, that me and my mom want. So, like I said, I made made another video on my channel not long ago, a few days ago, or about, a day and a half ago, about why we're not going to be going back to Comcast or Xfinity. So you want to check that video out. That video is also on my channel. And I talk about why we're going to, be staying with the T-Mobile 5G home internet, over anything else. So, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. I just wanted to talk about this. It kind of is a downer, I'm not actually able to test it out, to give you guys, my experience on it. But, maybe in the coming months, maybe in the coming years, they will, eventually probably, have it in this area. So, like I said, I'm not going to bother with just the 4G. I figured, that would be slower, and she even told me, she said, yeah, she said that's obviously going to be slower than 5G. So she said, you would probably only get like maybe 100 download, or 200, maybe 300, she said if you're lucky. So, I just said no, I just, left it like it was, I just told her, all right, have a good day, and she said do the same. So, no hard feelings or anything, but, it wasn't, really the best experience, for me, but, so, there's not really anything I can do about it, like I said, we're just going to stick with the T-Mobile 5G home internet for now, and, like I said, it's constantly improving, so I'm hoping, in the next couple of years, in the next couple of months or years, that I, can go from a weak signal, to a 5G signal, like she even told me, she told me it's basically, still in the beta stages, you can't get it everywhere, so you have to keep that in mind, but anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this quick video out there and talk about this, I just wanted to give you guys an update, on, what I was doing today, and stuff like that, like I said, I like to keep you guys in the loop, when I do things, so, when it comes to technology and stuff like that, so I just figured I would keep you guys in the loop, but anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, just wanted to get this video out there, and if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and until next time, guys.